Good morning. We're back for our next departmental budget discussion this morning. I'm Mayor David Briley. I'm joined by Emily Piscini, the Chief of Staff here in the Mayor's Office, and Talia Lomax O'Neill, the City's Finance Director. Before we dive into next year's budget, just a little bit of a recap about what happened last year. About this time last year, we were going through a budget process excuse me, that was unusual. We were a little bit short of revenue and had to tighten our belts last year and live within our means, but because we did that pretty effectively and have had some revenue growth this year, we're in a position to provide a cost of living adjustment to our employees, which I think is a good thing this year. Our next budget discussion this year is with I'm sorry, I think I'm coming down with a cold, with the Metro Historical Commission's Executive Director, Tim Walker. Tim, if you could introduce yourself and the colleagues who've joined you, and leave a little bit of time at the end, I would appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Briley, and Finance Director Lomax O'Neill, and Chief of Staff Piscini. Appreciate the opportunity to do this, and good morning. I do want to introduce again, I'm Tim Walker, the Executive Director of the Metro Historical Commission and Historic Zoning Commission. And I want to introduce my chairs. To my far left is Jim Forcum, Chair of the Metro Historical Commission. To my immediate left is Manae Bell. She is Chair of the Metro Historic Zoning Commission. And to my right is my Finance Manager and Administrative Assistant, Paula Person. So I would like to take a minute and talk about what we've done over the last year, some of our accomplishments, just so the audience knows more about the work of the Metro Historical Commission and Historic Zoning Commission. Our commission is really proud of its accomplishments over the last year. We just earlier this month hosted our 6th annual Old House Fair and co-hosted the 38th annual African American History and Culture Conference with Tennessee State University in February. We held our 42nd Annual Preservation Awards program last May, and I'll add our program this year will occur on May 9th, and we're happy to have Mayor Briley there supporting that event and being our guest speaker. So thank you, Mayor. We've approved 40 historical markers in the last year, approved 3 nominations to the National Register of Historic Places, including Hank Snow's house, called Rainbow Ranch, and the Smith Carter House. And we've overseen the repair and maintenance of monuments, gravestones, and infrastructure at the Nashville City Cemetery. We've sponsored more than a dozen history programs and tours throughout the year, including the Nashville 101 History Series with Dr. Carol Busey, the Davidson County historian. And we work daily with Metro agencies to evaluate and protect our county's historic resources. And we do this most visibly through our daily work with the Metro Planning Commission and their community plan survey updates. Do it also through MDHA's redevelopment district design review process and through capital improvement projects with Metro Parks and Metro Schools. We continue as an office to partner with local nonprofits to promote tourism and our city's rich history, architecture, and culture by co-sponsoring events with Historic Nashville, the Nashville Civic Design Center, the Metro Historical Commission Foundation, the District, the Nashville City Cemetery Association, the Nashville Zoo at Grassmere, Friends of Two Rivers Mansion, and Friends of Fort Negley, among others. As far as the Metro Historic Zoning Commission's Historic Zoning Program, which is a tool that manages growth while protecting our city's historic buildings and architectural character, that program continues to grow, and in the last year we've designated 3 historic landmarks: Ivy Hall in Inglewood, Rainbow Ranch in Madison, and the Logue House in Donaldson. And excuse me, got a little bit of a throat thing there too. And we've had 1 new historic district that was designated Edge Hill. We have also expanded the Eastwood district, and 2 new districts are currently going through the designation process: Kenner Manor and Marathon Village. Finally, I want to quickly mention 2 of our department's projects that will come to fruition later this year. The first is Nashville Sites. It's a GPS-driven, mobile-friendly website app that will launch this fall with 20 theme-based walking tours of historical and cultural sites across the city. Tours will cover topics that include women's suffrage, architecture, music, civil rights, women's history, the seedy side and Printer's Alley, early African-American life, food, and breweries. We're really excited for that to be launched, and you'll be hearing a lot more about that. The second thing I want to quickly mention is the city's first economic impact study for historic preservation, something that all of our sister cities in the states have done, some more than once in the past 25 years, both Memphis, Chattanooga, and Knoxville. Nashville's finally getting there first. This study, which began last fall, will be completed next month, and we'll be sharing that information in May through a series of public presentations. Finally, to close, as always, as a department, we continue to look for ways to reduce cost and work more efficiently while providing quality services to residents as we work to preserve our history, our neighborhoods, and our significant places. So thank you, and I'm happy to answer any questions.
Emily? Talia?
Well, Jim, did you want to say something?
If I could,
Please do.
I'll be very brief.
You don't have to be brief. My throat thing is feeling better. So a cough drop. So I'm better.
You could cough.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I appreciate the opportunity, and certainly I just wanted to pass on the fact that I do feel like we're doing our part, stay within the budget. I know our director keeps us as a commission informed. He's always a wealth of knowledge, and certainly we know what's going on within the budget. There are a couple of areas I know that he, through the year, mentions that our costs that continue to go up. And one of those is the, the updated software that we use, which is the RCIS, I believe it's called, and it's very similar to what the planning department uses. And besides that department, if I'm not mistaken, I think we're probably the heaviest user besides them. But anyway, those costs continue to go up. We want to stay on top of that, as well as the increased internet cost. And those two things we'd like to keep in the forefront and say that this is something we want to make sure that we don't fall behind. So, and with that, we appreciate you coming to Sunnyside. I know we're not talking capital, but looking at what needs to be done there, and we're looking forward to having some restoration down there when the money comes available. Thank you for your time.
Yes?
And I get to interject as well. Thank you. I just want to express that your appointments to the MHC and appointments to the MHZC have been very appropriate, and both our commission boards function actively, and just to have that oversight as well for our conservation and historic overlays is just valuable, and find that it's truly an opportunity to serve on both boards. So thank you for your appointments.
You're welcome, and we tried to focus the new appointments to address some of the needs that the executive director has identified, and so I think we're very conscious about that. And I wasn't going to mention Sunnyside, but now that you brought it up, I did get above and beyond all of the historical markers that we've had a chance to open, or I guess display this year. The tour of Sunnyside was really instructive to me, and certainly we're not in a position really to do another capital spending plan until the fall, but it'll be one of the top priorities in the capital spending plan this coming year to make sure we get that building fully renovated, because part of it I know has never been really renovated at all, and then looking at the existing space that's being used just to make sure that that's appropriate for the work that's going on there. That's certainly what we're planning to do. So with that, I guess I would just say the Planning Commission was just here, and I commented that my 31 neighborhood association meetings, or 30 whatever it was in the last few weeks, one of the things I heard most was that people wanted us to balance growth with preserving the quality of our neighborhoods, and I look at the work that y'all are doing as being an integral part of that effort, and so thank you and keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.